Hey guys, finish it up maybe my hair. So, you know, for you guys and show you kind of why it's a little bit better food. And especially if you're in an RV or just trying to store food, excuse me, I got symbols. Why it's a little bit better food for you to buy, um, to get Thrive Life and buy the freeze dried food. Um, so since the Thrive food, like they have corn, I'm going to show you this. This is just a can of corn from the store, and I actually have two different cans of corn, and there's actually two different nutrition labels. Now it's the same ingredients, but there's two different nutrition labels. So I'm going to show this to you. I'm going to show you why. Besides the fact, after you open this, you better use it or it's going to go bad. Why you should get if you do have cans of vegetables or you like fruit and all that stuff, why it's better to go with freeze dried um, through Thrive, and you can order that on my page, and that helps support my channel and the travels around, and me being able to help feed other people and help other people with their projects as we're going around the country. So, this is what I'm going to show you real quick, and this is just corn, and you can go on my site and go to vegetables, and you can look at the corn and the nutrition labels all there and all that kind of stuff, and you can see it. The only ingredient on there is corn. Now you may think, well, you got a can of corn in your hand, the only ingredient is corn, and it's not. I'm going to see if I can get this to where you guys can see it. I apologize for the hopefully you can kind of see that there. If you can't, if you have a can of corn or you have a can of vegetables in your house right now, which you probably do, I want you to go look at the ingredients list, and I'm going to read this to you. Corn, water, and salt. So Thrive Life doesn't add any. Of course, it takes the water out because it's freeze dried, so they don't add water. And then they add salt either. Salt's kind of used as a preservative in a lot of things. So if you have high blood pressure, if you've had a heart attack, if you need to watch how much sodium you're intaking, well, eating canned food is a real quick way to end how much salt or how much food you can eat. So right here, the sodium on this is there's 320 milligrams of sodium, and it's 13% off of one serving, which is half a cup. Half a cup of this, and you're going to get 13% of the salt that you need all day out of a side of corn. So just that right there. And if you, like I said, if you buy cans of corn, let me see what this other one is. I'll tell you the difference here. So now this one's a little bit better. This is Winco corn, and it's still a half cup serving, but on this one you actually have only 200 milligrams of salt. So you can spend all day at the store going through different brands of corn, different things, and figuring out which has less salt. Or instead of going to the store and buying corn this month or any of the other things you're going to use for meals, take a chance. Go to my website. It's in the description below. thrivelife.com/mobile-homestead-RV, and just order a can off there. Order a can of the corn or the can of I think there's green beans on there. There's other vegetables on there. There's fruits on there. There's strawberry slices. There's bananas on there. So go ahead and take a look and just order one thing off there. Now, unlike some of the other channels that do travel or any other stuff, I don't have an Amazon link down there. I started as a consultant for this, so that instead of you donating money to me or you using a link and buying something or whatever, and you may or may not use it, you may never get that much stuff on Amazon quicker through an Amazon link. So none of that was worth it to me. So when I saw the ability to start a business that I'll be able to do while I'm on the road, which I have an exciting announcement for that here in just a little bit. When I'm out on the road, and it's a product that I can feel comfortable selling to you guys because it's just food. This, the can of corn on there is healthier than this can of corn right here. Okay. Not to mention the fact that this can of corn, I don't know when it was picked or how ripe it was when it was picked. But the way Thrive Life works is it's picked when it's ripe, taken and flash frozen. So it gets all the nutrients from the ground, all the amount of time to grow and mature. So it's going to have a little bit more higher content of vitamins and minerals in it than something that was picked and shipped and set on your grocery shelf for who knows how long. Now, if you have your own garden, you know that the stuff in the garden tastes great. And the reason for that is you're picking it when it's ripe. You're picking it when it's fresh and ripe, and you're eating it right then. So you're getting the full nutritional content, and you're going to get a full flavor profile because it's a mature fruit of that plant. Okay, let's just call it that. Even if it's a vegetable, we'll just call it the fruit of the plant. So it's a lot healthier for you. Now, had I had this option when I was younger, when I was a truck driver driving over the road, I would have ate a lot healthier. I may not have had the health problems I have now, or if I do, they may have come later in life. Because I didn't eat very good my whole life, and ever since I've had my garden going and started eating better, I started to feel better. And I was kind of worried when I went on the road. Well, how am I still going to eat? How am I still going to eat really well? How am I going to continue to do that? Well, I could go to farmer stands. However, I know like the farmer stand over here, and there's probably a lot of them that are that way. If they don't have something in season, they still get something. Some of them, anyway, if they don't close, they'll get something shipped to them from another farm where it is ripe. Speaking of which, let me explain why Thrive Life is not only good as far as storage goes for you to have food storage in case stuff happens. You'll have food to eat. You're not going to starve. And I've been there. I've been on food stamps. I went to food banks. All that stuff. So, and had I had a supply of this stuff, I would always have good, nutritious food to eat, even if I didn't have any money at the time. But besides that, using Thrive and buying Thrive food is actually better for the environment. Okay, whether you want to believe that global warming is real or not, it's still better for the environment because when I'll just kind of explain this to you. When any fruits or vegetables are picked, okay, and then they're shipped around the country, they're shipped in refrigerated trucks. Thrive, since it's freeze dried, doesn't have to be shipped in a refrigerated truck. Now, a refrigerated truck, not only you have the fuel for the truck moving, there's fuel to keep the reefer unit running. So it's cost stuff out into the atmosphere. Okay. Not only that, not only is it putting more stuff out in the atmosphere, okay, but when it gets to your grocery store, okay, now they have to pay to put that in the coolers and all that stuff, which uses energy, and depending on where you're at, where your energy comes from, okay, up here in Washington, almost all of our energy comes from hydroelectric dams and stuff like that. So it's not like some other places, but a lot of places they still use coal plants or natural gas plants. And I'm not going to argue about what kind of pollution they do or don't put out, but the grocery store is still using more energy. And you may go, okay, well, but Thrive's getting shipped to your house, so that's costing. They're spending fuel doing that. Well, yes, and food would have to be shipped to your grocery store. But even if you don't consider that fact, it's shipped through UPS, which already has trucks going. It's not putting more trucks out on the road than there already are. And if you look at UPS, they're starting to do a lot of stuff, including some like electric trucks to make deliveries. So besides that, it's just better all around. Now, we don't have a fridge here in this RV. Um, and I kind of was going to talk to you about this RV actually. Now, I'll talk to you a little bit about the food. Now, this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more, and on Fridays on here, I'm going to kind of talk to you a little bit more about the business side of it and why it's a good idea, especially right now, to become a consultant and to start your own business. Now, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're trying to do any social media stuff, anything like that at all, from what I've heard and what I've seen, okay, even some of the bigger channels, you get that AdSense revenue and all that's great and all that stuff. But let's say you need, for some reason, you need to go get financing for a piece of equipment for your farm, or for a house, or for a car, or whatever. From what I've seen, a lot of YouTubers and everybody, they run into problems with getting that financing because they don't have a quote-unquote regular job, okay? Well, if you start as a consultant, and they have one called the Social Sellers Kit, so you don't even, and it's $100. You get shipped food. It starts you a website. They ship the food out, all that stuff. All you have to do is direct people to your site. Now, let me explain why this is important. Okay. If you do that, any money that you make on there, right? Any money you make on your channel, any money that you make through Thrive Life, you can be considered part of your Thrive Life business, which then means you can write off, like if you're traveling, well, like we're about to be traveling here, and we won't be traveling forever. We plan on getting a farm and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to be traveling forever, but we'll still be traveling on this channel. But since we're going to be traveling, and I'm going to be selling Thrive Life online here, but also in person, all this stuff that I'm getting is going to be tax deductible. It's a tax write-off as a business expense. So here's what that means. Before I started this, I was planning on just sticking with this RV, okay? After starting this, it becomes very economically smart and viable. Oh, I need nature now. Just want to say thank you for stopping by and saying hello. If you'd like to just check this video out, or go to my website, the Thrive Life one in the description, and check it out. That's all that I ask you. If you want to buy some food on there, that's great. So I'm not asking you to spend any more than you would already spend a month. I'm not asking you for any extra money that you were going to spend. I'm just asking you, instead of Safeway, buy a can of corn off my page. That's all. So if you have a business or a social business, which a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers, especially once you get bigger, you got to kind of consider a business. You got to schedule your hours of when you're going to shoot or what you're going to edit, all excuse me, all those kind of things. So this is just allowing you a way to put all that stuff under a way to write it off of your taxes, and also to show that you have a legitimate business to anybody that runs banks or financing or anything like that. It's a way to, hey, look, this is my business. I sell Thrive Life. And now, even though you're making that AdSense revenue, you can put that in your business if you want. I'm not going to be your accountant. I'm just telling you from experience what I know can be written off as a business expense from being a truck driver before and all that stuff. So on Monday, hopefully, if the paperwork goes through, which I don't see a reason why it wouldn't, but hopefully we'll be getting a 2019 Silverado, and it's a two-wheel drive. It's a modest truck. I'm not getting a great big 4x4. And there's a couple reasons why I'm getting that economically as far as business goes. because it's going to get better gas mileage than Ryder does. So I'm still going on the tour, but that's going to save me in fuel cost. And then number two, unlike right now where I'm going to be paying for the repair of Roger out of my pocket. And yes, I'm still repairing Roger because it'll be easier for me to sell as a running vehicle than not. So I'll make the money back on the cost of the repair at least. But it'll be a brand new vehicle. It'll have a warranty and all that stuff. And it'll be a lot safer and better driving it around the country. Now, yes, there's going to be an increased insurance cost. However, again, that's also a tax write-off. So don't just look at it. And like I said, I don't just sell anything, and it's food, and it's quality food, and it's healthy for you. So I'm selling that, and instead of having, and there is an eBay link in my banner, or not eBay, sorry. There is a PayPal link in my banner, but I'm not going to ask you for PayPals. All I'm going to do is ask you to buy food. So I'm going to ask you instead of Safeway to spend it at Bobway, okay? Now, there's other kits you can get as well, but right now, especially since I'm going on this tour, I get a few more subscribers every day. Hopefully I get a lot more every day while I'm driving on the road, and it's going to have a YouTube thing with my channel on there, okay? So by the time, depending on where you're at, by the time I get to you, I could have a lot of people that are subscribing and following this channel. And what I want to do is I want to help you jumpstart your business if you start it. So what I want to do is, if you sign up as a consultant between now and October 31st, so before the 1st of November, and you sign up as a consultant under me, I will go to your hometown, wherever you're at, and I will do a meetup there, and you can host the tasting party. Now, what that means is you're going to get free food products and discounted food products for everything that somebody buys at the party. Now, also, that tasting party, it's going to allow you to talk to people, and I could talk to them as well about selling Strive Life if they'd like. If they like the food and they think, oh, that's a cool opportunity. Oh, how much does it cost to start? $100. Now, there's 3 levels that you can start in. There's 100, there's 200, and I think the last one is 474. Now, the 200 one has some more food with it, has an apron, has all that kind of stuff. The third one, that's 474. That one has some more stuff, but it also comes with a storage rack to store your cans on. They're the Thrive Life cans. Now, I don't have them in front of me right now. They're being shipped out right now, and hopefully next Friday, on the Friday Thrive show, let's call it that, they'll be, I'll have it right here in front of me, and I'll be able to sit there and eat it right here in front of you and all that kind of stuff, and show you the actual product in person. Now, you don't have to sign up to sell the food. You can just go to my website. It's a discount off regular retail price. I believe some of them are 5%, some of them are more. But I would look at, like I said, just buy a can of food for me this month instead of somebody else. You help support my channel. But if you want, like I said, if you want to sell, my plan right now, and the reason I'm doing it till October 31st is, after then, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to schedule places to stop on how to get to your hometown. Now, I may open that up here as we go along, depending on if I'm in your state. Maybe I can do something in your state before I leave your state. But right now, just till the 31st, I will come to your hometown. We'll do a meetup there, and if you sign up as a consultant. Now, here's the thing: is if you don't want to sign up as a consultant, and let's say you don't want to, you're like, well, okay, food, I could buy food, but I don't know about that food, and I don't know how it's going to taste and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. Appreciate that. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If at any time you're on my channel, I'm going to keep updating tour dates as we go by. There'll be more updates of the different places we're going to go. If on those tour dates, I'm in your hometown, I'm going to your hometown, okay, and you would like to try the food, but you don't want to spend any money, on my page, the thrivelife.com/mobilehomesteadrv, you can book a tasting event, okay? And if you're unsure when I'm going to be around, you can email me at mobilehomesteadrv@gmail.com, okay? And then I can kind of let you know when I'm going to be in that area. But if you book a tasting, then it's the same thing as you just heard me talk about the consultants. You'll get free food. Anything people that anything that people's orders. Some items you get free food. Some items you get discounted. But you'll also make some money off of what those people, anybody that buys anything at the party. So you can meet me, sign my RV, and you can try Thrive Life absolutely free. Now, if you don't feel like doing a tasting party at your house and you still come and meet me, I'll be glad to have you try some of the food that I have. If you'd like to do it that way too, if you don't want to have people come over to your house and all that kind of stuff and invite people and all that, I understand all that. So you can just come get a little bit from me and try a little bit, try a little of this, try a little of that. And if you like it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. But I just wanted to share this because this is how I plan on not having to be on a disability check anymore, and this is how I plan on paying for our travels. Okay, so I'm not quitting a job. I'm actually starting a business before I go travel. So if you're traveling right now, if you have a traveling RV channel, okay, and you're struggling to pay for things, look into this, because this was a way for you to start a business, for you to sell stuff to people that is actually good for them and healthy. And especially if you're doing travel stuff, it fits in your RV and you don't have to fill up your refrigerator with stuff. You can put these cans, they last for 25 years before you open them, and most of them last for a year after you open them. So you can store them in the basement of your RV if you want. If you got those pop-up storage things, you can keep them in there. So it actually clears up a lot of space in your RV for stuff. So we're at 23 minutes now, and like I said, I don't like to go over a half an hour on my live streams. I like to keep them about the same as my videos because I don't want to take more of your time. So if you want your dreams to come true, if you don't want to procrastinate and you want to germinate, like I've been telling you for almost all my videos, sometimes I forget, but that's my sign-up line. If you want to stop procrastinating and start germinating and start helping your dreams come true, then go to my site, thrivelife.com/mobilehomesteadrv. Sign up there to be a consultant. If you don't want to do that, like I said, there's the other options. Book a tasting, or just buy a can of freeze-dried corn from my store. That'll help support me. So, till next time, don't procrastinate, germinate, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.